Good morning, I'm Alex Livingston.
And I'm Holly Furfer in for Rob Nelson.
Right now, we are monitoring the situation on Wall Street. Take a look here where the Dow plunged this morning moments after opening and continues to drop. Right now, it's down a little bit over 700 points. Now, this is a reaction to a worse than expected July jobs report. 114,000 jobs were added. Analysts were expecting 185,000 jobs. The unemployment rate rose to 4.3%. Now, that's cause for concern because the unemployment rate has increased each of the past 4 months, which is traditionally a sign that the economy is in recession. So joining us to discuss this more is the editor-in-chief of our content partners, WorkingNation, Ramona Schindelheim. She's also host of the Work in Progress podcast. Good to see you again, Ramona. I hope you're having a great day. So when you look at the lower than expected jobs increase over several months of being higher than expected and the unemployment rate going up, is this the end of the job growth that we've seen for most of the year? How should we read into this?
Yeah, I think we have to take a big picture look on this. I've spoken to economists over the years. I've covered the labor market a lot over the last 20 to 30 years. And you have to look at a big picture. I know you mentioned recession. 3 months in a row, that's not enough to really say that we're in a recession. It usually is 2 to 3 quarters is how they measure it. But there's a lot of underlying reports that really show strength in the job market still. So 114,000, that's net. So that's how many overall in the country. But when you look around the country, you have to look locally. What's happening in a community? Where are they adding jobs? So I would caution this idea that, we're heading toward a recession based on one report. I would wait, 2 to 3 quarters. That's what the economists look at.
Got it. So wage gains are also slowing down. Why is that?
Well, the labor market is softening. There's no question that a lot of the reporting that I've seen from the Federal Reserve, from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, shows that a lot of people are not leaving their jobs, so they're staying. So we have a fairly steady job market. So they're not having to increase wages to attract more people. And again, that's local. That's national. But if you look locally, in like Cleveland, they still need healthcare workers. Boston, they're saying that, there are reports from employers that they need auto mechanics. In Philadelphia, in that area, they need engineers. And in Dallas and Atlanta, they need construction workers. So you may see wages go up in those areas. So again, taking the bigger picture, there's pockets of strength, pockets of weakening, but we still overall have over 8 million open jobs in the country.
So we have gotten a lot of mixed messaging over the last 2 years. When you look at jobs and the kind of jobs available to people moving forward, some of which you just listed, what are you seeing and what is your forecast, I guess, when it comes to the job market?
Well, I think what I'm seeing is healthcare continues to be an area where they need people. There's still a shortage of nurses. So those are good paying jobs. You've probably heard of traveling nurses. Some of those traveling nurses are making, $4,000 a month plus, housing to travel from into different parts of the country because they can't find enough nurses. And what I'm seeing is that's a good area to still be in. Construction, the Infrastructure and Job Act is starting to create jobs around the country. I mentioned Cleveland. In the Columbus area, so in Ohio, there's chip making going on. They're starting to build factories there. So jobs that are union jobs are still in high demand, and they pay family-sustaining wages. Manufacturing, that's advanced manufacturing. I spoke to the Manufacturing Institute earlier this year, the woman who heads it, and she said they can't find enough people with the skills around the country to fill those jobs. So there's job growth there. And what that means for the person watching now, the job seeker or the worker, is seek out in your community either unions that are or companies that are providing training on the job training, or maybe at a community college that can get you into those jobs. Because the underlying message that I'm hearing from employers is we don't have enough people with the skills that we need.
Interesting. All right, Ramona Schindelheim, editor-in-chief of our content partner, WorkingNation. Appreciate your time this morning and always. Thank you.